Hi, I'm Steven.
And I'm Bret.
And I'm here today to do the top 5 things on why I love being married to a Disney nerd. Bret's a Disney nerd. Number 5. He is very knowledgeable of the Disney parks. When we go to Disney World or Disneyland, we don't need a map. He knows where every nook and cranny is. He knows where every attraction is. He has it all planned out, and literally I'm just there and I'm being pulled along, and it's always the most fun because he knows where everything is, and it's awesome. It's like, it's so fun. You always...
Really?
Yes.
You don't get annoyed? You don't feel like I'm always just...
No, because I've now that I've been enough times, I know what it is that I like. Number 4. When we go on any attraction, well, and also he taught me that they are attractions, they are not rides. There's a difference, people, and Disney makes that difference. It's not a ride, it's an attraction, it's an experience. What's great about being married to Bret and knowing all this is that every time we go, he's able to just point out everything that's involved in the attraction, like whether you're waiting in line in the queue, whether it's the new magic bands and how they work, whether it's something in the ride, like we're going through Haunted Mansion and look, oh, there's, you see the Mickey ears there, or the new things, the updates in the Haunted Mansion, or like, see, it sounds like I'm a Disney nerd, but this is just from like being married to one.
What's hilarious is now whenever we go with other people, he'll start telling people stuff before I even get a chance to, because he's learned so much.
Yeah. Number 3. Okay, so one of the greatest things about being married to a Disney nerd is that if I'm ever at a loss as to what to get him, like as a gift, you know, which most of the time I'm not, because I know him really well because he's my husband, and I love him, but in the beginning of our relationship, this is really funny, in the beginning of our relationship, our first Christmas actually, I bought him a Walt Disney biography.
Walt Disney's Triumph of the American Imagination.
Yeah, so basically I have something to do with like his Disney nerdism, or like the root of where it got really intense.
Good choice of words.
It was from this book that I purchased for him because it was in the beginning of our relationship, and I was like, well, I know he really likes Disney, and little did I know that he would read this book word for word, and it really got him interested in the history of Walt, and Walt's life, and Walt's legacy, and what Walt's vision was. And I think that's probably one of the greatest things about being with Bret and being married to a Disney nerd is like hearing about all these things. So he learned all these things from the book, like the chronological order of all of Walt's movies, and so then he started watching them, and he just became just like...
You're moving into number 2 though.
Also, another thing about buying some of the Disney stuff or buying Disney gifts is that once he became really involved and really into the Disney thing...
You're being really choice with your words.
Well, it's not even like what I bought. It's when we moved in together, there were a lot of Disney items that he had, and so I had to make a rule when we moved in together, and my rule was Disney items or decorations are only allowed to go into the kitchen because I thought that would contain it. In the beginning, it was really easy to keep it contained in the kitchen, even like some like artwork, but slowly over time, like little things have like crept out into the living room. Like we have a poster from when we went to Tokyo Disneyland, but which is appropriate, or Tokyo Disney World. Is it Disney World?
Disneyland.
Because that's like something we shared together, and that was a trip that we went on, so like it's fine. And
it's how often do you get to Tokyo?
Well, I think I've been 3 times, but I'm just kidding. Together once. But and then there's also like another gift that he got was like the girl in the red dress from the Pirates of the Caribbean, which I would never know what that was until I was with Bret.
The redhead.
The redhead, red dress dancing girl from the attraction. So we have like a figurine of her, and she's not in the kitchen, she's over there. But it's always great because without fail, if for some reason I can't think of something to buy him, there's always something Disney to get him. Number 2 is his passion for why he loves Disneyland more than Disney World. You know, I mean, the basic argument is not basic. I mean, it's really not basic. But, you know, it's clearly that Walt Disney himself created Disneyland and he was there and it's his creation and it's all out of his, you know, doing and it's historical and, you know, it's what his real vision was for at the time. But people who love Disneyland more than Disney World are basically big Walt Disney fans and of the man himself. Whereas Walt Disney World is more about the corporation and the legacy that he's left behind that was created after the death of Walt Disney. He died in 1966, so the park didn't open until 1971. See, I know all these things because I'm married to him. And so Walt only stepped foot on the land. So
he purchased the land.
There's photos of him in like the orange groves and wherever. Is that from there? Is that from Disneyland?
That's Disneyland.
Sorry. Or the swamp.
But he did the press conferences in the swamp, you know, in Florida.
All right. Yeah. This is my thing. Let me finish. So you know, it's really like his passion of why he loves Disneyland more than Disney World, although he loves both. And so then visiting Disneyland with him was really cool because, like I said before, he knows all the ins and outs of the park. And there it's actually kind of cool because he knows, like, you know, obviously like the things that probably most people know is like the apartments and, you know, it's just really cool. And also we went to Club 33, which was really awesome. And through his love of Walt, it is also like he's really passionate about, you know, Walt's, you know, he's like such a great pioneer and, you know, he did so many great things for his, you know, movie making and animation, and he, you know, was constantly inventing and constantly pushing his art form forward, and it's really inspiring, and it's also really cool to watch somebody who gets inspired by something like that. The number one reason why I love being married to a Disney nerd is that he sings like a Disney prince and he looks like a Disney prince.
Aww.
And